Yeah, my favorite black hoodie on, cause we living in dark times. Dark times, man. I don't know if you heard or not about the cyber attack on the meat, but you might not eat meat though, right? Don't matter because they genetic modifying the plants too though. So you better wake up. You ain't safe either. But you think this is a coincidence? Then you better think twice because I'm gonna show you some things. You better look at it. It's all been in the works, but they had to get somebody out the way to put it in the works. Let me say that again. They had to get somebody out the way to put these steps in order. Somebody that you didn't like, they called them redhead or whatever. I forgot. It was all kind of names and stuff. Cause they tricked you. But anyway though, let me show you these stuff. Let me show you these. Let me show you this. And wake up. Please. Okay, once again, the attack on the meat. Hold on. I'm doing too much talking.
Slaughterhouses across the U.S., Canada, and Australia have shut down after a new ransomware attack. It targeted JBS, the world's largest meat processor. Several large JBS plants in the U.S. stopped slaughter operations today. The White House says a criminal gang in Russia is the likely culprit. On the
I couldn't find the right one, but it was a cyber attack. But hold up. I'm not done. Wait a minute.
But now more questions for Senator Kamala Harris. So let's go straight to an audience question now. Carolyn Corson is a lawyer from New York, Senator. She has a question about the impact of certain foods on the environment. Just to give some context here, the United Nations says that livestock cattle, contribute 14.5% of all human-produced greenhouse gases, which is an incredible number. Caroline, go ahead with your question.
Thank you. Climate change has been linked to agriculture and the overconsumption of red meat and also the overproduction of crops. Certain countries have changed their dietary guidelines to reduce the consumption of red meat in light of the impact of the climate change.
Yeah.
If elected, will you be supporting change in dietary guidelines? And then how you plan on implementing the changes so that people effectively change their diets?
Yeah, I mean, and thank you, Carol, for your work and the question. I think of the point that you're raising in a broader context, which is that as a nation, we actually have to have a real priority at the highest level of government around what we eat and in terms of healthy eating, because we have a problem in America. And we can talk about all that we are now, the subject of this conversation, we could talk about the amount of sugar in everything, we could talk about soda, we could go on and on. So the answer is yes. But I'll also say this, the balance that we have to strike here, frankly, is about what government can and should do around creating incentives and then banning certain behaviors. I mean, just to be very honest with you, I love cheeseburgers from time to time, right? I mean, I just do. And I think that, but there has to be also what we do in terms of creating incentives that we will eat in a healthy way, that we will encourage moderation, and that we will be educated about the effect of our eating habits on our environment. And we have to do a much better job of that, and the government has to do a much better job of that.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, you love cheeseburgers. I mean, we all do. I don't know whether
from time to
try
time,
the Beyond Burger, the Impossible Burger.
Would you eat this? It's meat, but I guarantee you it's like no meat you've ever seen before. That's because this stuff was grown from cells in a lab.
Clean meat is meat grown by cell culture rather than grown by an animal. From a scientific perspective, it's awe-inspiring.
Lab-grown or clean meat is slaughter-free and potentially more eco-friendly because it uses less land, water, and energy. At least, that's the promise. Okay, we know what you're thinking.
That's nasty.
So that's enough of that. So you see, right? But they say eco-friendly and all that stuff. Remember, climate control and all that. It all come back. Joe Biden went back to the climate thing, right? President Donald Trump went out of it because he knew what they were trying to do. I knew what they were trying to do, but maybe you didn't know. But people were trying to tell you, but you didn't probably use this media brainwash, but didn't listen because you're a media brainwash. But so it's lab grown meat have the same protein? No, it don't. So are you getting the same protein from that lab grown meat? No, you're not. Well, I get my protein from somewhere else. Okay, well, that's what's up. Do that. That's how you feel. But then that ain't the question though. They are trying stuff. I put it like this. I'm talking to people that don't. Some people, I ain't talking about all, because some people that don't eat nothing, meat, nothing like that, and they stay sicker than anybody else. They don't eat fish, chicken, nothing, but they always stay sick. And they have problems. I ain't saying all, because I don't know all, but the majority that I've seen or heard or talked to that don't eat nothing, they the one that stay the sickest. They're the ones that had the problems. They're the one that had the digestive problems. That whatever. You can overdo. What they say? You can overdo anything. You can overdo red meat. You can overdo fish. You can overdo chicken. You can overdo vegetables. I mean, everything you can overdo. It's not good for you. So take into consideration what your body needs and how you nourish your own body. Don't let the government tell you that. You know what your body needs. You and your doctor could discuss that, not the government. But no, nobody want to listen. Nobody want to pay attention. You always want to listen to the news and not do your own studying. But look what we're on there right now. They trying to change every single thing about us, about America, about what you could eat, what you could drive, what you could own, what you could, whatever. They trying to do everything. Why? Because nobody didn't listen. Now they trying to change us to Tatarian, Marxians, excuse me, Tatarian, Marxist, communist nation. What? All three of them? But they trying to change the whole world like that. One man was standing up to that. Y'all put him out of office because y'all let these BLM Marxists trick you. You let these Dems, socialists trick you. But look what they doing now. It's coming to reality. They not hiding no more because they don't care. But now they trying to, whether you like it or not, I'm gonna tell you whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. But they got scared. They got shook because President Donald Trump was pulling in a lot of minorities. More minorities was coming over to that side. I got proof of it. I ain't about to argue with you about it. Now they trying to cater back to that side, but they don't care. Like I said, they got shook, they got scared, they see in reality. So, oh no, because their vision almost got taken away from them. But they need that they need that to keep on with their vision of what they're trying to do. Until then, it's curtains over for us. They're just using us. Wake up, smell the coffee. That's what they say. I ain't had no coffee though. I don't even drink coffee. But anyway though, I might have to try one day with some chocolate, with some hot chocolate. But anyway, that's another story. But wake up.